Hello guys, it's Thomas. Alright, time to do a weekly blaze. So first, hopefully I talk correctly, because that was not my best intro, but so this week, I am mainly just recording because we're getting more Beyblade news for Hyperion and Helios. I like to kind of just talk about it as it comes out, just kind of get my reactions. Otherwise, I'll just make like 4 videos on it, or just not talk about it, which I like talking about it. And I'm not making 4 videos, I'm not going to make a video about... Also, my cat's here. Yeah. Need to vacuum. Anyway, yeah, she's always the one who makes the messes in here where I need to vacuum so much, but... Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, it's actually the 11th Sunday at... What time is it, like... 4 a.m.? It's her birthday. She's 16 now, she's doing fine. She does definitely make a mess though. Like she just tracks stuff everywhere. Need to vacuum, like I said. Unfortunately, if you vacuum, like 2 days later, it's already time to vacuum again. So anyway, going back to what I said. So okay. Otherwise let's make like 4 videos, and I gotta make one on like the like the leaked Hyperion Helios from in October. That's that, and then I think a second video on kind of the current leaks we have, where it's like we kind of got like a little bit of a teaser, apparently like concept art type stuff. I think we got a third video when the leaks actually happen. We get like actual leaks, and then you have to make another video like the next day, a 4th one for the full thing. I mean, I do my Beyblade discussion videos, but that's just to talk about the releases, after giving them some thought. This is just like a first reaction thing. Weekly blazes kind of just do whatever, or just for whatever I want, so I just like to give raw reactions, because also sometimes, especially in the past, I used to really, really shit on designs, and I don't do it as much anymore, because I don't know why I hated Beyblade designs so much before, and just gimmicks and stuff, but like, sometimes, you do get the negative reactions. I think it's actually kind of funny, sometimes. So, these sets. So first up is the all-in-one set. This is the less interesting of the two. We have a Divine Belial recolor, a Golden Chain Kirbyus. Who cares? The all-in-one sets, they're basically just starter sets for people who don't have stadiums. I get why they make them, but man, they're just not interesting. It's probably going to be a stock Divine, who knows what colors. Hoping for like a red recolor, that'd be kind of cool. Like a red... Maybe, like a... No, maybe not red. We already have a red Belial 2 chip. I don't know, then. I don't really want them to do a gold one. Well, I don't know, there's a gold chain Kirby, so it probably won't be gold. I don't know what color they're going to do. Unless they want to do, like, a dangerous Belial kind of colored core, and then a red Devil Blade to kind of match this core to the original Divine Blade, and then the original Belial 2 core from Divine. I guess not the original, but the first one we got in BU for Divine Belial with this new blade. You could do something like that if you do like red, black, and gold again, just different. That'd be something. But aside from that, Chain Kirbyus in gold, fine. This is our 4th Kirbyus core now. This is our 4th chain. Did we need this? Not really. I think people would rather have, like, Win Knight. Hell, even Gatling Dragon, since I don't think that's going to get a recolor at this point. But I guess to give us, rare parts, I guess, for something new, I get it. But what other parts are they going to pick? I'm hoping maybe, like, at least, like, a Moon, or if nothing else, maybe Illegal. I hope they'll do Fortress. We don't need another Fortress. Armors, maybe a newer one, like 4 or something would be cool. Also, drivers, I'm assuming that they're going to do a new variant to sell the set. My kind of hope is Mobius Dash, because we have, like, Drift, and Metal Drift, and then Metal Bearing Drift. So you're giving us all these things, to make Drift better. I guess Metal Drift is debatable if it's better than Drift, but still, Metal Bearing Drift, that's definitely better. So how about, you made Drift crazier for LED. Why not give us Mobius Dash? That'd be fun. Or even metal bearing Mobius, or I don't care. Just something like that. Just a Mobius variant I think would be good. Also, it does tie in with defense types. It makes sense. But yeah, I don't know what else they could really do that would be great. Unless they do like high drift, but that's just stupid. Yeah, I don't, I don't know why that's a thing. Also, my camera battery's about to die. Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, hopefully this just lasts like 10 minutes. So, okay. The scent, whatever, driver variant, hopefully, that's decent. I hope they don't do something really dumb like high metal chest, but I don't know. So, all in one set is very whatever. Um, I guess we'll see what it's gonna be in a couple days, probably. Aside from that, though, I think the bigger topic is the SP set, or whatever it's gonna be. 3 bays, probably a launcher. We don't know what the launcher is gonna be. I am hoping to get some new launcher stuff, whether it be... Actually, I don't even know what they do for it. If not, just give us one we got from last year's, I guess, would be cool. Or I guess in the Hyperion Helios, if you want like a sparking one, that'd be kind of fun, but I don't know, just something new would be cool. If not, just give us one from last year recolored. I'm fine with that. I think most other people would be too. Um, then you have the bays. So, Hyperion Helios, we did get kind of concept art type things. They look... Okay, they look fine, but gimmick, like, Hyperion just looks way too round to be good for attack. Helios is looking pretty solid though, but they both look fine, which is good. I'm just really not sure if Hyperion's going to be a good attacker, which kind of sucks. However, gimmick-wise, I don't know what they're going to do. Some people said they might be like the Eclipse phase. That'd be crazy. That'd be awesome, actually, if they're like Eclipse. I mean, I kind of would have rather just had Eclipse, honestly, but Hyperion Helios as Eclipse, yeah, I'm fine with that. So we don't know any of the parts. My prediction... So originally I was going to say, like, not much new, but I'm kind of straying more towards, okay, maybe we will actually start to see some new stuff here. So I'm just going to say it. Now, obviously, if we don't get all of these, that's fine. Hyperion, I think, might get a new armor, maybe 8, and then Helios probably will get 5. If anything, I think Helios would get 5, and Hyperion would just get something reused, maybe 2 or 4. But I'm still going to hold out hope that it does get 8. Discs, I think, will both be new BU discs. Again, maybe Helios doesn't get one, maybe it just gets like a Moon or something. It'll have to be a BU disc, though, probably Moon in any case, if it's reused. I think Hyperion will definitely have a new one, or they'll have the same disc. That'd be something. And then drivers, I'm just guessing Exceed Dash plus X and Zone Dash plus Z. Maybe metal versions, that'd be terrible. Because then it'd just be worse. Or I guess you could do like high dash versions. Sure, not the best, but whatever. I just kind of, if they're not going to do fully new drivers, which I don't think they're going to do, just reuse the dash versions. Don't try and force metal or high versions. If you do high dash versions and leave it at that, fine. Just make sure they have the attachments, I guess. Metal versions, please don't. So yeah, Hyperion Helios right now, I don't know what they're going to be like. I think it's going to be like an Eclipse gimmick. Also, they are, one side of each of them has gold, the other side has silver. Kind of adds up, because you could have like maybe, they like split in half or something. Maybe a big, oh, now it's red and blue, but they both have gold, or they both have silver. That's kind of the whole thing. Almost like a Gogaryu, Giga Horus type of thing from Bakutech, where like, like Gogaryu is like front is blue, back is like orange, whereas Giga Horus is the inverse of that. However, even though they're different colors, Gogaryu is like fully gold with its secondary colors, like the metal, whereas Giga Horus is like silver silver metal. So while they are kind of different colors in that regard, they are their metal is the same when they're weirdly colored. However, if you make them like fully blue or fully orange, then the metal's different. So I guess it could kind of be like that, where, it's like gold and silver, but if you combine them, the color's different, but now the secondary color will match. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I'm just thinking too much about Bakutech, but that is kind of something that happened in Bakutech that I could see kind of happening similarly here. Although speaking of Bakutech, it reminds me a little bit of Ozpress, since Ozpress, like, one half is gold, one half is silver. For its secondary colors, it gives me that kind of vibe. Maybe I've just been doing too much with Bakutech recently, probably. Aside from that, though, I actually find the most interesting thing in the set right now, well, those are very interesting, but I'm just very curious, I should say. The thing I'm most curious about is the third bay. It's not Drasil V2. That is a problem. I guess we're not getting Drasil V2 now. Why not? What was such a... I don't know. Unless we like a V2 set or there are more releases after Lucifer. Really hoping so. It feels so disproportionate to just not include Drasil V2. It's very dumb in my opinion. Please include it somewhere. Anyway. The third bay we know nothing about, aside from two things. The first is that it's another Divine, which is very weird. Why are we getting two Divines probably on the same day? That seems strange to me. It's not like it's an entry set in, like, the booster, like, at the start of like, DB, where we get two Dynamites on the same day. No. This is very random. It's not a new Blade. Like, why are we just getting two here? They could have picked something else. So why are we getting a Divine? And the core. The core is apparently a new core, a brand new core, from what I've heard. We don't know the armor, disc, or driver. So, my prediction is that the armor will be... the armor will be 2 or 4, not sure if they want to go with kind of what works the best. Disc, either Karma or Legacy. Again, I don't know which would be better to base it off of. I'm going somewhere with this. Trust me. Disc, I'm going to assume probably like a Jackie variant. Or maybe a Wave. I mean, we just got Wave. Maybe they'll do like High Wave Dash. Or they could do like Wave Dash or Metal Wave or High Metal Wave. Jaggy. They could do Jaggy Dash, High Jaggy Dash, Metal Jaggy, High Metal Jaggy. Whatever. One of those two. Because what I think the layer is going to be. Okay, so let's go through some of the options that they could do. First option, which I think is actually kind of likely, is that it's not actually a new core and it was just a weird mistake. And it's just not Belial, it's just a core we don't know and they said it was new for some reason. That could happen, but for some reason, I don't know, it was a little bit too specific to me that they said a new core. 4 options if it's actually a new core. The least likely, in my opinion, is that it's a collab layer. I really don't think that they put a collab layer in a set like this. I don't think they would. I really don't. So, and we just got like the Divine Belial collab. I don't think they're going to do another one like that, especially not in a set. Possible as it's a new core. We got the Hello Kitty core. It makes sense, but like, not in a set like this. Third is that it is Belial 3. It is maybe a Belial 2 plus like Perseus Metal or something like that with, the B-Locks, Burst Stopper, all that fun stuff. Okay, a Belial 3, I could see them making a Belial 3, or I could have seen that, but we already got Divine Belial. I don't think that they make Divine Belial 6 months after Dangerous, reuse Belial 2, and then another 6 months after that, you give us a Divine re-release with Belial 3. That just, in a set, that just seems too weird to me. However, I didn't think that we'd have Divine Belial, a third Belial in the PU sit in the DB system. So, I mean, it's possible. I just don't think it's that likely. Second, it's a Hyperion Helios fusion core. Okay, this one would actually kind of be possible, but here's the thing. I don't think that they do this. Because it would be a few... Because, like, I think that, it might be like the Eclipse thing, where it's like, oh, the blade splits in half. And you could use, like, maybe either core, because if it's, Hyperion, it's right spin, Helios is left spin, but you bring them together, it's LR, you get to choose the core. This would effectively just be like an LR core. Problem with that is if Hyperion and Helios have gimmicks, that means you have to combine them, and it's like an ultimate core. Outside of stock combos, why would you ever want to not use this core then? Because it's just, like, both combined. I could see them maybe doing like a Hyperion Helios fusion type of deal, but I just don't think they will. It just seems a little too out there. Possible, and I think it's even more likely than Belial 3 or a collab layer, of course, but not the first thing that comes to mind. The first one that comes to mind, what I think it is, so I've been kind of hyping up these parts, so I've been specifically picking parts, because Divine, okay, it doesn't look exactly like Magma, but if I were to choose a blade to represent Magma, I think this would be it. I think the new chord's Ifrit. I think they know people are disappointed by it, because in Japan, they're at Magma Ifrit. It was Hasbro only, babe. People are like, what the hell? So, I think that they know this, and after, a year of this, over a year since that happened, I think that they know that, well, maybe they don't want to make a full bait, maybe there's some reason they can't make Magma Ifrit, but they want to give us something, and here it is. They're going to give us an Ifrit core. I think this is actually very likely. I think that they do Divine Ifrit, giving us an Ifrit core, just to at least have it, so people can shut up. There's your Ifrit. Go home. It's fine. We have something. And honestly, I'd be fine with that. I'd much rather have Divine Ifrit than just not getting an Ifrit, or having to go buy a Hasbro's product, which I'm not really a fan of doing, and I'm not going to. But yeah, I think that's going to be what it is. There's also H gear, which I don't know. I think it's just going to be our armor replacement. So no L gear, I guess, for Divine. Well, I mean, you can use it, but like, this is a replacement for L gear, H gear. At least my assumption, anyway. I think it's just going to be plastic. I think it's going to be like, one thing's like red, like, well, not plastic. It's going to be metal. It's going to be very big to fill up those spaces on Divine. But to make it lighter to counterbalance, it'll be some plastic on the outside. I think 3 plastic pieces, 1 red for Hyperion, 1 blue for Helios, 1 purple for kind of the fusion. Again, calling this sort of idea of a fusion of the two. Also, I guess you'd maybe argue like, a little bit of like a Lucifer reference right there. So yeah, there you go. That is my predictions for now with just the bare minimum that we have. So yeah, Hyperion Helios being a Eclipse base effectively, and then getting sort of a Ifrit, a core at least, and sort of a combo based on Magma Ifrit. So there you go. That's everything. My camera's gonna die pretty soon again, so hopefully this saves. Yeah. Next time I talk, I don't know if maybe next time will be still something else, not the news, but maybe next time will be the news. We'll see what happens. Please be Ifrit, we need it. But yeah, that's all for now, so I will talk sometime later this week. Alright, I'm back. It's on, like Monday, right before midnight, so probably ending this clip on Tuesday at this point, but no Beyblade news yet. I was prepared to come in with whatever news we had, but no, a Nintendo Direct got announced, so we're having a Nintendo Direct at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. Literally the worst possible day they could have chosen. It's the one day I can't watch it while it's airing. I mean, I can, but then I'd get, like, literally no sleep. Because here's the thing. It's going to be, like, 40 minutes. It's at 9 a.m. for me. Which sucks, because that's, like, I have to stay up for that then. I'm not getting up at 9. I wouldn't even get up at 12. I'd be staying up for 12. But, maybe not 12. I don't know. If they could have at least done it, like, like 1 or 2, I'd be awake, I guess. But, actually, now that I think about it, even tomorrow, that'd suck. If it was just literally any other day, I would have figured it out. But no, has to be Tuesday, which really sucks. They always do Wednesdays and Thursdays. I don't know why they choose Tuesday this time. Really, really sucks for me. And also, why 9 a.m.? Like, come on. I like when the directs are, in the afternoon. It's always a lot nicer when they're in the afternoon. But nope, they chose to do it at 9 a.m. on 8. Alright, I don't know where that cut off at. So, I thought it had an hour and 11 minutes to record, but I had a minute and 11 seconds. I did not clear off my SD card from yesterday. That was a mistake. But yeah, I just didn't do that. So, here we are. So what I was saying. So basically the problem is, nothing crazy is happening with that Nintendo Direct for me, or the reason I can't watch it. It's just a dentist appointment. Like, happened to get scheduled before we knew when this direct was, because they do not schedule these directs in advance. They give you a day notice, and I wish they gave you a longer notice, honestly. Although, if it was more than like a week, then I still wouldn't have had this. Plus, I'd have to take my girlfriend anyway, so it's like, it wouldn't have worked regardless. And that was planned like months in advance. So, it just, yeah, I just got fucked over, basically. Which is unfortunate. So I'm going to be trying to take the precautions, trying best, like, just load up Nintendo's YouTube. Don't check social media at all. I might risk Discord because I want to see if the Beyblade news comes out. That's already a risk, but I'll try. So yeah, basically doing what I can to avoid leaks and stuff. Because again, my dentist appointment, I could stay up, but then I get like no sleep. Like, if I go to bed at 10 a.m., like, that's assuming that within 20 minutes I go from, finishing the direct to sleeping, and I'll probably be hyped up from the direct because it'll be something, I'm sure we're getting something cool, probably. Well, we always do. So, the odds of me falling asleep within 20 minutes is very unlikely, and even if I fall asleep by 10 and wake up at the absolute latest of like 2:30, that's 4.5 hours of sleep. That's not... Listen, it's doable, but like, do I want to do that? My sleep schedule is already kind of messed up before. I wasn't getting a lot of sleep. It's starting to fix itself. I really don't want to mess it up now. So I'm just gonna, unfortunately, miss the live direct, and go to the dentist appointment and stuff. So, it sucks. But what are you gonna do? You can't do anything about it. It's the 13th, of course. Gotta get at least one thing of bad luck on the 13th. Because it's the 13th. Maybe we'll get more bad luck. I hope not. But you never know. Now that I said that, probably. Anyway, so... And of course, the bad luck for now, though, is can't watch the direct live any other day. Literally, I do nothing most of the time. My school, it's online. It's flexible. I could, yeah, it just had to be also 9 a.m., Man, if it was like 7 a.m. now we're talking. Now I'm good to go. I guess even if they did like 4 p.m., I might still miss it. Although it would be a lot easier to manage then. 5 p.m. would have been perfect. I wish they did a 5 p.m. direct. Man, that would have been amazing. I think they switch around. I think that what they do is like they do, earlier sometimes for, like Japan and stuff, because in Japan, what is 7 a.m. there? It's like... Or not 7 a.m. 9 a.m. I think they're 14 hours ahead right now, because time hasn't changed yet. 14 hours ahead. That's still 11 p.m. there, though. Who is this even favoring? This doesn't favor anyone, I don't think. Aside from Europe, but apparently I don't think Europe is actually doing it live. And even Europe, that's like 3 or 4 p.m., which is decent, but still. Okay, so they're favoring Europe this time around, I guess, with time, but that's still... Actually, no, because people who work, like, that's not favoring them. What is this time? Like, I don't understand why they do it at 9 p.m. It's just, like, inconvenient for literally everyone, I guess. No favoritism. I guess it's just because it's during the day for everyone. I don't... Listen... For Americans, it's either early is hell or, during work hours. For Europeans, it's like during work hours, maybe after school hours, that's something. And for, Japan, that's like, and like Australia and stuff, that's just like at night, like really late. Although I personally would be down for a 11 p.m. direct. That sounds hype, but I don't think we'd ever get that, unfortunately. I'm just mad because, of course, conflict. This is like the first time, not the first time, one of the first times I've had a scheduled conflict with a direct. Which is, unfortunate. I remember I actually was wondering what day my freshman orientation would be for college one time. Because I'm like, wait a minute, that's E3 week, I gotta make sure. Okay, it was on like a Wednesday or something. Listen, I had to make sure it wasn't going to conflict with a Nintendo Direct. That was my main priority with scheduling my orientation, because it was June, July, or August. I chose June just to get out of the way. But I was like, wait a minute, I'm not doing July. That's like dead center of my summer. But like, I might just wait till August to do it because if it's a Nintendo Direct Day, I'm not doing it. So yeah. Although that at college, I didn't end up going to that college anyway. I went to the orientation in like a week, but that just yeah, that college did not pan out. I have an old weekly blaze from 2019 called the College Chronicles. There we go. That that was a episode. That was oh man, that's definitely quite the episode. It starts off, I'm worried about having to drive to college, and I'm trying to hype myself up, and I felt kind of all right about it, and then afterwards, man, I was just done. That was an episode, but yeah. Anyway, back to Nintendo Direct. So can't watch it live. I will still avoid spoilers and whatnot. I am still going to do my predictions right now because it's more fun. Also, hopefully next time I talk, we will have the Beyblade news as well, so I can talk about both the Direct and Beyblade news at the same time. That'd be very cool, actually. I'll probably save the Beyblade news because my channel's more Beyblade focused. Save that for last because it's, again, probably the more interesting thing for my own channel. So, alright, what are we getting in this Direct? Let's see, Mario. I don't think we're getting anything. Okay, I cannot talk today. Oh God. I don't think we're gonna get anything Mario related aside from an update on the Mario movie. I think that's the only thing we're getting. Maybe like an update on Battle League. That could be a thing. I don't think anything else is gonna happen though. Metroid Prime 4. No, that's not happening. I don't think the game's even going to release at this point. I don't think we're getting an update on it. Donkey Kong or Yoshi game. Probably a Donkey Kong game more than anything, but I don't think that'll happen. Yoshi game, probably not. Kirby, we just got Kirby, so no. Let's see. What else we got? Wario, oh, we just got a Wario game. F-Zero and Star Fox, probably not. Earthbound, okay, so I think Mothers 1 and 2 were added to the online last time in February. It's already been 7 months, goddamn. But I don't think we're getting it again. Oh, wait, that did not sound right. I don't think we're going to be getting more Earthbound news. That's what I meant to say. Not getting it again, that doesn't make sense. I don't think we'll be getting more Earthbound news. As much as, again, I always want Mother 3 to get, brought in to the US, get a localization, but I don't think they're going to do it, unfortunately. Just, come on, take Earthbound, just take the first 2 games, literally from the Switch Online, just port them into a cartridge. And then you gotta, translate Mother 3 and stuff. And then you throw that in the cartridge, you put it in a case, and slap a $60 price tag on it, it'll sell, trust me. All you gotta do is localize it, that's it, it'll sell. And if nothing else, it'll sell for just the meme itself, the meme of Mother 3 not being real. It'll sell just for that. Trust me, just do it, come on. Anyway, aside from that, a Fire Emblem, I think we just got a Fire Emblem Warriors game. Or is that even out yet? If it's not out, we'll probably see something on that. If it is out, then yeah, probably nothing for Fire Emblem right now. Let's see, what else we got? Smash. So I think we're actually going to get a new Smash game. Well, actually, no, probably not a new Smash game. Probably a third Fighters Pass. I think they're going to do, a third one. It's already been a year. And, of course, I am just kidding. Yeah, no, they're not going to do a Smash. I see people already trying to predict Smash stuff. Not a lot, just some, but it's like, really? You see the Ultimate roster, just don't bother with Smash right now. Let it sit for at least, 2 years minimum. Bare minimum 2 years. Which, okay, ended in, October 2021. So the next time we'll probably get a, large-scale direct after the 2-year mark. It's February 2024. That's when you can start to predict again. Even then, don't expect it. But like that's like the cutoff. I think that's where it's like okay, you can predict maybe, but don't expect it yet. But before then, you should not even be having the idea that Smash is happening. So that's fun. Aside from that, Pokemon. We just got the Scarlet and Violet trailer recently. Maybe a small trailer for that. Maybe we could finally get like the the starter evolutions or something. I don't know. If not, we'll probably get a Pokemon Presents pretty soon, like either this month or October. I don't know what they want to do, but I think, at some point pretty soon here, we'll probably see something for that. But, basically, I think a small Pokemon trailer, possibly, but I don't think it's too likely either. They kind of tend to stay out of them, out of the directs, at least recently, so would be cool, but I don't expect it. Next up, we have Pikmin. I would like Pikmin 4, but I don't think they're gonna do Pikmin 4. So that sucks. Animal Crossing, probably nothing right now. There's that. And then, let's see, what other franchises am I missing? Oh yeah, Xenoblade. We just got Chronicles 3 a couple months ago. I don't think we're getting anything Xenoblade right now. Let's see. Bayonetta 3, okay, yeah. Probably some Bayonetta 3 stuff. More than likely. That seems very likely, actually. I would really like, ARMS 2, but I don't think we're gonna get ARMS 2. Hell, I would take like a single-player update to ARMS where they add more modes. ARMS is such a cool game, but they really just don't do anything with it, which is honestly unfortunate. I don't think we're getting an ARMS 2, ever. Like, maybe we will on like another console. We'll try it one more time. But I just think ARMS is kind of a one and done type thing. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Splatoon. Splatoon 3 just came out. Great game. I don't think we will get a ton on it. Maybe we can get like here's like the first content drop. Here's like a new weapon variant or something. There you go. Have fun. It's coming out on like Friday. Or next week. Or something like that. I can see them doing like a 1 to 2 minute Splatoon 3 thing, but that's probably about it. Oh yeah, Switch Sports. The most disappointing game. So Switch Sports, I think we'll probably be seeing the golf mode. I think they announced that would be fall. Probably golf. Maybe a second one. They already announced golf a long ass time ago, and that's a long time to wait. So maybe we'll get like a second mode paired with it, or at least announced for like holiday. So it's like pretty soon. That'd be nice. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely something for Switch Sports though. At least like a golf announcement, like to when it's coming out. Maybe a second sport if we're lucky. So okay. All in all, that's really not a lot. I said no to a lot of things, and I think a lot of stuff is just unlikely in general. So what the hell's going to even be in this direct? Because I feel like I just said no to most series, or like very, very little to most other series. So, Legend of Zelda. That's probably going to be the main focus. I think we're going to probably get like a Wind Waker HD or like a Twilight Princess HD or something. I would like an Ocarina of Time HD or like a Majora's Mask HD. Those would be nice too, but I don't think they're going to do them. The other two probably more Breath of the Wild 2. I think that's going to be like 20 of the 40 minutes is just Breath of the Wild 2. Release date, I think, is going to be in 2023, like February or March. I think it's going to get delayed again. But it will be a kind of a more definitive release date. I just don't think it's going to be holiday. If I'm wrong, great, but I don't think it will be. Yeah, it's something. So, we'll see, but I'm just going to say no. But yeah, I think most of the direct is just going to be Breath of the Wild 2. I'm going to say 20 minutes Breath of the Wild 2, and then like probably 5-ish other minutes will be Legend of Zelda stuff in general. I think we're only going to get 15 minutes of like non-Legend of Zelda stuff, which kind of sucks, but... Well, no, I shouldn't say that. It kind of sucks for me, but I think it's still good, because, I mean, Legend of Zelda is such a massive franchise, huge fan base. the game, I mean, we haven't really gotten a lot of Legend of Zelda stuff on the Switch, not gonna lie, outside of, Breath of the Wild, that was day one. And while it's a great game, there just isn't a lot of other stuff. With all that said, though, I don't really care about Legend of Zelda that much personally, so for me, this is probably going to be a pretty dud direct, I think. I think there could still be some cool stuff, but I don't think I'm going to be overly interested in this direct, honestly, which kind of sucks. But that's that. So there's my Nintendo Direct. Not even predictions, because I just listed like everything ever. Just kind of what I think is like the most least likely. So yeah. Aside from that, though, next time I talk, I will probably just talk about the Nintendo Direct stuff, and then also after that, I will talk about the Beyblade news, because I'm assuming we'll probably have it at that point. And if we do, listen, I'm just saying, it's gonna be Ifrit, okay? We'll see the all-in-one set. No one's gonna care. It's probably gonna have like a new driver variant that's gonna be like meta-shattering, so they can actually sell the set, because that's probably the only way they're gonna sell it, because no one cares about a Divine recolor. Like a full just Divine Belial stock recolor, no one cares. Chain and Kirby's have had a lot of reprints at this point. Who cares? It's probably going to be some random armor and disc that everyone already has. Who cares? Stadium. Most people probably already have a DB Stadium. The launchers are going to suck, but they're going to have that one driver. It's going to be something like Mobius Dash, and people are going to be interested in that. That's how they're going to sell it. Aside from that, though, the SP set, Hyperion Helios, I think will be pretty cool. I'm still calling the Eclipse gimmick for them. And that third bay with like the Divine recolor with a new core, calling it right now Divine Ifrit. That is the third bay in the set. So that's my prediction. Yeah, I think we're gonna be getting Ifrit finally. So with that said, that's all my stuff for now. Tomorrow we will talk about the Nintendo Direct, and hopefully I could also, after that we're going to talk about the Beyblade stuff, but hopefully with that Beyblade stuff, we get to talk about, Hyperion Helios and other stuff, but we also get to talk about Dr. Tomy finally making that Ifrit. That's what we're waiting for. So yeah, that's everything I have for today. So I've already recorded way too long. God damn. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go for now. Alright, it is now Tuesday. I think we're already almost like an hour into this weekly blaze, but this probably will be the last long clip. At least I hope so anyway. Probably one more clip that might be a little bit longer, not crazy long, but like, where I talk about like the full official Beyblade stuff, since we did get the leaks today, which I'll talk about in a bit, but I don't want to make this too much longer. Really just the Direct and the Beyblade stuff was kind of the main stuff this week, and that should mostly be covered today. A couple other things. First up, I did get my dentist appointment done. That was something. See, I had a cavity, and the worst thing is, like, if you ever had a cavity, like, on the outside of your tooth, that's, like, a bad sign right there. So I always take good care of my teeth, but I do have one problem where I just have the worst gag reflex ever. And it is just, like, it makes the back teeth difficult to deal with. So I got a recommendation about a toothbrush, so hopefully that goes well. And then, I was prepared for a root canal, because I'm like, oh, the fact that it's visible is a very bad sign. No, just filling, so I'm all good to go now. Just the one appointment. Root canals are like 3 of them, and that just sucks. But, just one, we're all good. I'm all good now, which is nice. Just that. So, at the very least, I had to miss out on some stuff for my dentist appointment, but honestly, I'd rather miss out on some stuff for a one appointment dentist thing than be able to watch everything as it comes out and have to have 3 appointments. That would suck. So, that's fine by me. Also, after this, I'm going to be going to record a video. That's a dual layer ranking. I kind of don't feel like it, but here's what's going to happen is I'm not going to do it. And then the 16th, I'll be like, oh, that's going to be my Beyblade news video. And then I'm like, oh, well, actually, I'm almost to my birthday, so I'm just going to wait till, like, October to do it. And then that kind of throws off my whole schedule. No, I just got to do it tonight. I just got to power through and do it tonight. It's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of boring. I think once we get to the God series, I could rely on gimmicks a little bit more to carry the video, but, for now, this is not going to be the most fun ranking. Anyway, 2 main topics. The Nintendo Direct. Alright, so objectively, this is a fine Direct. There's nothing wrong with it. If you like JRPGs and stuff like that, or life sims, you'll like this Direct. As someone who does not care, this Direct sucked. So, again, it's not a bad Direct, but just for me personally, I did not care. The only third-party games I cared about at all that I'm like, this looks interesting, I think one was like Code Rain or something like that. I might have got that mixed up, might be the other way around. Something like that. It's a Danganronpa. I don't know if it's a spin-off or if it's just like from the same developer. That looked kind of interesting. I probably won't play it, but it just looked interesting. Also, Octopath Traveler 2. I don't care, but I know it's a pretty well... I think it's a well-liked game. That was pretty popular, so that's a sequel. Cool. Okay, so for Mario stuff, we did get a Strikers update announcement, so that's neat. To my surprise, we did get a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 3 teaser. It has a holiday release, so it's still a ways away, but I believe one of the maps, or courses, was Merry Mountain. I think that's a tour course, I believe. And we are getting Peach Gardens from Mario Kart DS, which was also on Mario Kart Wii. Looks pretty cool. Nice. We got some more information on Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. That's cool. I think that's for next spring. Nice. I don't think that was announced, or no, I think that was announced already though. That's cool. Sure. So, what else was there? Some more N64 expansion stuff. Whatever. I don't care. I don't have it. I'm not paying that much extra just for stuff I already have for the most part. I have a lot of stuff I'd want to play anyway on that. On the N64. So, whatever. Aside from that, what else do we got? Aside from like the couple bigger things. Bayonetta 3 is releasing October 28th. I don't know if that was announced before. If it wasn't, it's coming out next month already, so it's something. I think that was already announced, but yeah, we got a little bit more on that. I think they released like a full trailer. I didn't bother to watch it though. I'm not too big into Bayonetta. Aside from that, what else we got here? Let's see. I'm trying to think. There's like a Xenoblade Chronicles 3 update thing. Oh yeah, a new Fire Emblem. I think it's a new main series one. So a long time ago, I think in my February prediction, I mentioned possibly a new Fire Emblem main series game. There was a spin-off announcement, and I did not say it earlier in this weekly plays. I didn't think that they'd do another one yet, but nope, I guess we're already getting another one. I know the other one was a Warriors game, but I just didn't think they'd do a mainline one already, but I think that's coming out in spring, so cool. Splatoon, they announced that we'd be getting some kind of update somewhat soon, just like probably a couple new weapons and stuff. But the first Splatfest will be this weekend, it seems like. Or wait, was it? Was it this weekend or was it next weekend? I did not pay attention to that. Probably should have. I think it was next weekend, now that I think about it. Or it was this weekend. I don't know. I think it's next weekend. Yeah, I didn't pay attention. I don't know. Like, I like Splatoon a lot. I just don't care about the multiplayer as much. Well, okay, I do, but I don't. I like the single player more than the multiplayer, though. Which I've already 100%ed. So, there's that. Aside from this, oh yeah, Switch Sports. Golf did get talked about like I thought, but they actually moved it back to a holiday release. So that's something. Probably won't be till November, December instead of like September, October. So, sure, I guess. I think those were all of the announcements, aside from like the two bigger ones. Was there any other like small things that I'm forgetting? I don't think there are. No, I think I covered everything that I needed to. So Legend of Zelda, that's the other thing. There were no remakes. I thought there was going to be that stuff. I heard a lot about it. Nope, just Breath of the Wild 2, which has its own name. Is it like Tears of the Kingdom? Something like that. I didn't care, honestly. It's a new Legend of Zelda, so that's neat. And I was correct. It is spring. I knew it was. I knew there was too much of a lack of information for it to actually come out in holiday of this year. I knew they were going to delay it. It does have a release date. I think it was May 12th, or I'm just wrong. But it is in May of next year. I knew it was going to happen. I was very much like, there's just not enough yet to actually think about this being this year release. It's not happening. So, yeah, it's not. So it got delayed again. Figured. And we have the thing that I was most interested in, Pikmin 4. I think I mentioned this earlier in the Weekly Blaze, that it'd be cool. I just didn't think it'd actually happen. But no, it happened. That's kind of crazy. I really did not expect a Pikmin 4 yet. Cool. So, aside from that, that's the Nintendo Direct that, at least of the stuff I wanted to mention, it wasn't a lot. I did not care. It was not a good Direct for me. Again, nothing wrong with it. I mean, I can't just want everything to be my way. But just, man, just for me personally, it was... I really wanted to skip. I did not skip through it. I really wanted to. I probably should have, honestly, but yeah. Although I did manage to avoid spoilers. I did not get spoiled on a single thing. Somehow, I managed to avoid it even while looking for Beyblade stuff. Speaking of, we got the Beyblade leaks, and I had to find out about these leaks sitting in the dentist office chair. So I just had to sit there, you know, like a calm, normal person while I looked at these, you know, leaks. And not have to feel any disappointment at all. So anyway. Let's get into the more interesting stuff. The Beyblade stuff. Oh boy. This was, okay. It's not bad. It's, I don't know, it's just kind of mixed. The launcher, I think, is just going to be a recolor of what we got last year, red and blue. That's fine. So there's that. We also have, of course, Hyperion and Helios. Okay, so what are these, you know... So, okay, let's start off with Hyperion. It comes with Tapered and 2. Okay, 2 I kinda get, but like Tapered, why? Why Tapered? So I was a little bit too hopeful after Night. I thought that these both were going to have new armors and new discs. They don't. They actually don't have either new armors or new discs. I would have expected 2 for Hyperion, either 2 or 4, if they were going to use a reused disc. That's what happened. Fair enough. But man, Tapered is like the least attack disc thing that I could think of. Why did they do Tapered here? What happened? Like, I don't even like Legacy or Karma, but man, those would have actually made sense. What happened? Literally any other disc would have been more sensible in my opinion, and then they just didn't do it. They just didn't. Oh boy, it's just not really that. Okay, anyway. Helios has 10 and Giga. I can get past this. Again, if it did not have a new armor, I said it'd probably be 10. It's 10. I think I said the disc would probably be over, but it's Giga. Sure. Whatever. They both have new drivers, which we don't know about. That's something I will have to cover probably tomorrow or the next day, whenever that comes out. So, new drivers. I did not expect new drivers. That was something I thought that they would not do at all. They're not Dash drivers, and I just don't think Zone Dash is, or whatever the new driver is going to live up to Zone Dash plus Z. And the new attack driver, again, could be cool, but it's not a Dash driver, so I don't think it's going to be the best. Honestly, kind of unfortunate, but you know what? They're new drivers. I can't complain too much. It's at least something actually new, and we don't get a lot of new drivers these days. So, alright. What is the new, what are the new names? Super Hyperion and King Helios. Oh boy. That is, apparently they're using like a different type of letter system. Japan has a ton of letter systems, but they're using a different one. It's the same one that they use for the Limit Break discs. It's technically Cho and O, but they're going to be said as Super and King. So we have Super Hyperion, Hyperion Burn, and then Super Hyperion. And we have, of course, for the Helios evolutions, we have King Helios, Helios Volcano, and King Helios. Wonderful. So, alright. We also don't know the core gimmicks yet. Again, I will have to go over that tomorrow or the next day, whenever they come out. So, core gimmicks are currently on hold. So, yeah. The blades, though. Okay, these actually came out a lot better than I expected. So, Super... I guess you can call them like Super MR and King MR, which I will talk about in a minute. So yeah, they do split in half, and you can combine them to make Super King. So there is Super King R and Super King M. So basically what happens is the whole silver gold thing seems to actually have taken form in the form of metal and rubber. So they're both have a kind of part of metal and a part of rubber on each side, so they're going to be very unbalanced, but you can make Super King. And that's what the MR thing stands for, is it's metal rubber. So when you combine them, obviously you take one half. When you combine them, it'll either be Super King M or Super King R. Super King M is when you combine the metal parts together, and that's that. And Super King R will be the rubber parts. The metal, I don't know how good that's going to be. It looks okay, but the rubber, I think, is going to be kind of like Judgment, I hope. Looks pretty promising, so that's neat. Aside from that, though, it's nice because they do have the Eclipse gimmick, but they actually allow you to use both halves. Eclipse, you could only use one half, and then when you combine them, the other half of the Apollo's Artemis just kind of got thrown to the side. This time, you actually get to use all the parts at once, which is nice. So, there you go. That is how they work. I've heard that Super King R might be for right spin only, and Super King M is for left spin only. I don't know if this is true or not. We'll have to see. I'd assume it's LR, but I don't know yet. Still, very, very cool. That's actually good. Better than I expected. I'll take it. So, okay. That is Hyperion and Helios. That's everything about them that we know so far. What is that third bay? But before that, I want to say the all-in-one set has not been shown yet, so I will also have to go over that tomorrow or the next day. And the release date seems to be October 8th, so pretty soon actually. Only about 3 weeks away from this Friday/Saturday. I guess Saturday. But for how time zones work, it's basically like Friday night for us. So not too much longer till we see that, so that's pretty cool. Now we get to the fun stuff. This is where we get to talk about the third bay and this absolute mess. It's not Ifrit. I'll just say it. I was wrong. Unfortunately, it's just not even worth predicting anymore. So we're getting, Divine. Alright. That's that. We're getting Nexus on the thing. Okay, so we have Nexus, Giga, and Tapered. Literally the first 3 TB discs. That's going to be a fun time to discuss when I have my discussion video up in 2 days. Then we have... Oh boy. I don't know what it is. Is it Bearing Drift? If it's Bearing Drift, that's cool. If they just do normal drift, though, that's just going to be annoying. It's definitely a regular cap. I just don't know if it's going to be drift or bearing drift. If it's drift, oh god. But if it's a bearing drift, okay, that's actually kind of cool. I'm not expecting bearing drift just because I don't think they're going to be that nice to us, but if it is, great. So, with that said, what's the core? It's Belial 3. They're doing Belial 3. It's in the original colors. Alright, so what I think that they're doing here is they're going to probably have a thing where you swap out that Belial 2 core, the recolored one from Divine Belial, and you slap this thing on it, and then it's like, oh, this is the true Divine Belial, or something stupid. Could we just take a moment to say that not only has Belial have 3 evolutions in one system, But because they decided to split up Divine and Belial 3, it takes up 4 different slots of bays. Can we just take a minute to think about this? We did not need more than 1 Belial. 2 Belials, fair enough. 3 Belials, though, is just pushing it, and when you're spreading it apart, you're spreading this across 2 bays, just why? Like, we did not need a Belial 3. And if you were going to do a Belial 3, do it with Divine. Don't do this nonsense here. Also, I did not mention the armor on purpose. The armor is the H gear. I said it was going to be armor. I said the plastic part on the armor was going to be one side red, one side blue, one side purple. Correct. Although I did think it was going to be one part, it is 2 parts. It seems like there's an underneath a metal piece, which is pretty cool. Looks a little bit small, but hopefully it's not too bad for weight. The plastic piece, I've heard it goes either way. I don't know, though. But basically, from what I've seen, at least for now, the metal piece goes on bottom. Again, it might be both, but for now, bottom, and then plastic on top, and yeah. Considering that there is no armor for this, I'm assuming the idea is that you have to swap out 3 on Divine Belial for this. And probably, I think what they're going to do is they're going to be, oh, you take the 3 in the Belial 2 from Divine Belial. And you take, from Belial 3 in the H gear from this random recolored bay. Swap them, and then now we'll have the true Divine Belial or something like that. Whatever. I don't know. I guess it's better than just getting a recolor than anything. I guess there's that. I don't know. This whole thing is just a mess. Belial's a mess. I hope it's just done. I don't mind if we get, more years or something, but just Belial as a bay, not counting the gears, I hope it's just done now. Really hope it is. It's been an absolute glutton of a bay with how many parts it's taken up. It's ridiculous. It has 19 parts, 20 if you count the 3 armor. And that's potentially not even done if we get another gear or 2 from the Spriggan set. That's honestly just ridiculous. Like, why does this thing have so many parts? It doesn't need them. So, there you go. That's that. That's all I have to say about it, honestly. It's just an absolute mess of a bay at this point. I am looking forward to know what the driver selection is, seeing what that kind of drift variant is, also the new drivers. Also, very, very curious on the core gimmicks for Hyperion and Helios. I hope they do have core gimmicks. They better have something. But Hyperion and Helios, aside from these stupid names, they seem okay. I like the blade gimmick a lot. I think it ended up way better than I thought. It's really cool. I'm the armors or whatever, but like the discs are just disappointing, especially tapered. What happened there? And then Belial 3, whatever. Like, whatever. It's just, there it is. There you go. It's Belial 3. We didn't need it, not at all, but we got it, I guess. So there it is. Anyways, that's all for today. That's enough disappointment for one day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow or the next day when we get the rest of the disappointment. Or the all-in-one set is probably going to come with, like, for the stuff we don't know yet, for the Chain Kirbyus, the armor is going to be like 7. The disc, what's a disc no one likes? A Legacy. And we're going to get High Just. Not even High Just Dash, just High Just as the driver. And then also, for the SP set, Hyperion and Helios will just have no gimmicks. The drivers will be clearly just worse than Exceed and Zone, and they're not even Dash or, Dash variants or have their attachments. They're just bad. It's just normal drift. Not bearing drift. There you go. That's my predictions. Whatever. Alright, that's all for today. I should go just record that other video now. Which is, that'll be something. Alright, I'm back. It's now Wednesday at like 4 p.m. I just woke up. Beyblade news is here. I actually woke up for like 15 minutes at like 11 something and saw it, and I stayed awake like for 15 minutes just to check it all out. But now I'm actually awake. It's daytime for once. It is darker in here. I guess maybe I should point more towards not the window because then it gets really weird. Okay, so Beyblade news. The SP set, we don't have a ton of extra information. So for Hyperion, well, I guess the launcher, we don't know it yet. It looks like it might be a little bit different though. Hopefully. If not, that's fine. Hyperion, the combo so far is Super Hyperion Tapered XP2. So the driver abbreviation is XP. My guess is experience. We don't know what it does. We also don't know the Hyperion core gimmick. Still, hopefully later on tonight. Helios is, of course, King Helios. Giga ZL10. ZL, I'm assuming, is Zeal. Like the 5th time I've predicted this name, but I think it'll actually happen now, because what else is ZL going to be? So I think it'll be Zeal. Again, we don't know what the driver does exactly. We also don't know if there's any core gimmicks. So Hyperion and Helios right now feel disappointing, but I feel like that's because the stuff we know are the discs and armors which are reused. And the blades are pretty cool, but like for now, like the cores and drivers just seem very null because we don't know what they are yet exactly. So we'll have to wait till later to make better predictions on Hyperion and Helios to how interesting they'll be. Third bay, of course, is Belial 3. We don't know what Belial 3 does yet, but we also know that this is definitely going to be just using the H gear in stock, which is interesting. Gears are usually meant to be, you know, something that's in addition to, not you have to use it. A little weird, but you know what, that's fine. That means if you use H gear, you don't have to worry about an armor just being tossed aside somewhere. You just have everything cohesive. I don't mind that, actually. H gear, we don't know exactly what it does. It looks neat. But the whole combo is going to be Divine Belial Nexus Bearing Drift. It's Bearing Drift. They did it. Awesome. We have Bearing Drift. That's great. Nexus kind of sucks, honestly. Divine... Okay. So Belial 3, we don't know what it does yet. That's fine. But, you know, H gear is also cool. Those, I feel like, are a little bit more interesting because, you know, H gear is H gear. It's a gear. It's kind of neat. And Belial 3, we just didn't... Like, I was kind of disappointed by it, but here's the thing. If they didn't do Belial 3, they're probably just going to do a recolor. So you know what? Sure, Belial 3, I'll take it. So I'm a bit more positive on these new parts because I feel like, you know, it's a gear and a new part we didn't expect. So I feel like they get a little bit... they're a little better off than, you know, being unknown than, like, Hyperion, Helios, and their drivers, because those could just be bad. We don't know yet. And we're hoping that they're actually good to make Hyperion and Helios good. Anyway... Nexus is like the only dead part in my opinion here. Bearing Drift is awesome. Divine, okay. Divine, well, without a gear, it's not great. This is probably going to be a lot of people's first or second Divine. A lot of people skipped out on the original Divine because it wasn't really that new. Also, the collab layer, I'm assuming not many people bought. And then now there's this Divine. Also, the all-in-one set's Divine, but a lot of people are going to be skipping that. So... for a lot of people, this might be the first Divine, or at the most, like, probably the second Divine they're getting, which isn't too bad. I don't mind this being here, then. Overall, right now, I think that Divine Belial is looking the most promising, but obviously that's very, very biased, because, again, we didn't expect Belial 3. Also, gears are cool. We need to know more about Hyperion and Helios and what they do before we could really make a better judgment. However... what we can make a judgment on is the all-in-one set, because we actually know what is in here. And, you know, since there's no, like, brand new parts, aside from, like, a driver variant, we can actually, you know, talk about this stuff. And, oh boy, I am not a fan of this. I'm really not a fan of this. So it's the same giant box, of course, that's going to cost a ton to import. It's the same stadium, same DB stadium, although I don't know if it's clear or white. We'll have to see on that. The same launchers, same light launchers, just normal-ass light launchers that no one wants anymore, that are completely outclassed. And they're both right spin this time, which kind of sucks. They are red and blue, so there you go. And then the bays. We'll start with the golden one, because it's less frustrating. That is Chain Kirbyus Karma Moment Dash 3. So 3 is an okay armor, weird on chain, but, you know, whatever. Karma, again, not Karma. We don't need another Karma. Stop. Like, We did not need Karma here. Again, so many other discs to put in the set. Just why Karma? However, Chain and Kirby's I have talked about before. I think they're fine. I would have preferred something that has had less reprints, because, Chain has had, this is the fourth Chain. We had the two in the Random Booster Volume 29, and then the third one literally just in the Achilles customized set, so it just got a release. And then Kirby's, the core, has had 4 releases now too. The 2 from the Random Booster Volume 29, and then we also had one Random Booster Volume 30. Do we need another one here? Not particularly. I think Bahamut got off well because it didn't have a recolor until that point, in last year's all-in-one set, so it felt more necessary. This one doesn't. However, if they want to keep Chain and Kirby's together, and Kirby's is a pretty good core, well, really good core, fine. I guess they are prize parts, so again, sure, you get them together. That's something, I guess. Moment Dash, well, it's not High Just Dash, or just High Just or whatever. Yeah, I think I said High Just. Moment Dash, I'll take it. Fine. If it's purple, that's actually really cool and worth getting, but yeah, sure, whatever. It's Moment Dash. I'm not going to go crazy about it, but it's still neat. So this Fae is okay. I wish they would have chosen a better, better disc. Armor, I don't mind it being in the set, but, don't know why it's on Chain. Chain and Kirby's are fine. Moment Dash, cool. Okay. The other Bay, Divine Belial. So I already mentioned, 3 was used here. So I guess, like last year, Divine Belial stock is not using its armor. It's going to be using a different armor. For some reason, they gave it 3 to Chain, though. I guess you could swap them, but the full combo is Divine Belial Nexus Adventure 6. Why 6? Why not swap them, honestly? But here's a big problem I've noticed. If you don't notice, the armors and discs are the exact same as last year. Nexus and Karma again, and 3 and 6 again. Why? Why are you... Okay, I'll take a pass on 3 and 6. Well, as long as they were to, put 3 with Belial, and, Nexus... Okay, that's fine. Why 6 and Karma? You could have chosen so many other better parts. 6 and Karma are just bad. Even Legacy would have been better, because at least it's had less, uses. I don't know why they're choosing 6 and Karma again. Even 3 and Nexus would have been better to just replace, honestly. Why not give us, an All Might or something? That might be asking for too much, though. But there's one other issue that I have with this Spay. I said Divine Belial. They're not using Belial 2 like we thought. And it's not Belial 3 either. They're using Belial 1. What? Why? This would have been actually a pretty interesting set if it came with Belial 2. At least better. Why are you not? Why Belial 1? Again, we got Belial 1 in last year's all-in-one set. That means 5 of the 10 parts for bays we're getting are reused from last year's all-in-one set that people already did not want to buy. And you're giving us a second DV set like this that people are not going to want to buy. And you're really, really hampering the incentive by giving us half of the same parts. I'm going to talk about this in my discussion video that I'm probably going to record tonight, put up tomorrow. As long as the part information comes out tonight, which I'll talk about on Weekly Blaze as well. Why are they hampering this so badly? Why, do they not want to sell sets? If you want to sell a set that people already don't want, it's expensive as hell as a starter set, that a lot of people aren't going to want. Try and sell a thing. Last year you pulled the funny metal drift. This year, Moment Dash is cool, but that's not enough to sell the set for a lot of people. How are you going to sell the set when half of the parts are the same? Belial 1 is old as hell, no one cares. Nexus is the first DV disc, no one cares. Karma sucks. 6 is one of the first, armors. 3 is also pretty early on. 3 is okay, but again, we got it last year. And you're not even pairing it with Divine. I mean, again, you could just customize it, but still, it just feels weird. And even with the other parts, okay, Kirby's is literally just Right Bahamut. Chain, it kind of acts similarly to Roar, except in right spin. These are fine, but they're still sort of similar-ish. Adventure just feels like a slightly altered Venture. There you go, that's another similar part right there. So that leaves us with, Moment Dash and Divine. And Divine, while I know I was just talking about how in the SP, in the other set it's good, you probably should have picked something better here than Divine, because, don't even do a Belial in this set, honestly. Give us parts that people want. Normally, with sets, I expect some stupidity, and I can't say I didn't for here, but the thing is not a lot of people care about these sets. You should really be putting good parts in here to sell these sets, so people actually want to buy them. And that's just me, though, so, alright, that's that. And Divine, whatever, but the only other new part in here is Moment Dash, which, again, who cares? Is it cool? Yes. If it's purple, that's actually really helpful. But it's kind of like Metal Drift, where they're just locking it in a set to try and sell the set. But unfortunately, unlike Metal Drift, which Drift is a meta-breaking driver, and at the time we still thought metal drivers were going to be busted, so everyone was losing their shit about it and ordering this because they wanted Metal Drift. Little do we know that they could change how the caps work, but that was a set that sold because Metal Drift is insane. Moment Dash, while cool, and if it's a purple one, that's great for anime accuracy, and yes, people are obviously going to buy it, but it's not going to do nearly the numbers that Metal Drift did for a set like this, and I don't know why they're doing it. Here's the thing, if you want to sell a set, okay, you want to give us an attack and defense setup, okay, sure. Attack setup. What kind of attack setup should they give us? Realistically. Honestly, do something, let's be realistic for Takuratomi. Obviously, I can't do a full meta combo here, but let's be realistic. Let's say this, okay? Zyphoid Excalibur, I think, pairing these together, Excalibur is kind of whatever, but, Zyphoid's a big one. Make a cool recolor of them. Throw on, I don't know, just throw on, what's a good armor to throw on? Honestly, just throw on, 9 or something. It's a little bit awkward, but, it's pretty good still. Disc, don't even do, I guess Xanthus probably. I know Xanthus isn't the best, but here's the thing. Again, realistic for Takuratomi. Driver, High Extreme Dash. If they did High Extreme Dash on an Excalibur, it's a Zyphoid plus High Extreme Dash. I think, putting Excalibur, Xanthus, 9, that's all pretty realistic here. This would sell. Also for the defense combo on the, on the contrary here. I say, okay, you know what, you want to keep Moment Dash? I think that's fine. I say for a defense combo, you do, let's see here, what's a good defense combo they could do? Actually, why not keep Chain Kirbyus? Keep Chain Kirbyus, go for it. It's fine enough, I guess. So again, realistically, what they could do here, so Chain Kirbyus, I say you throw on over, you keep Moment Dash, and then the armor just throw on 0. You got Moment Dash here, you got 0, you get some good parts in here, plus things like, Moment Dash, you have the purple one, that'd be cool, but more importantly, you got High Extreme Dash, you get another Zyphoid in here. I think this would be a realistic set that I can see Takuratomi making. Are the combos meta? No. But I would not expect that from Takuratomi. I think these are realistic combos that would have sold the set much better. I just think Excalibur, as much as they don't like to think this, I just think Excalibur is a much more notable motif than Belial, honestly. And I think that'd be a little bit more exciting. Especially if they base it on another rare Excalibur or something. Make Excalibur the Gold Bay. Make it like the World Hobby Fair one from the original one. That'd be cool. This set right now, though, is garbage. Am I going to get it? Probably, just because I want to have the completion thing, but I don't think the set's going to do well. I could honestly see this potentially by the time I get it being cheap as hell, because it'll probably be for Christmas or something. Not cheap as hell, but cheaper, because no one wants the set. No one wants this at all. Or if you really want to sell it, throw in an exclusive bay, honestly. Magma Ifrit. Could have done that. Could have made a Magma Blade with no gimmicks, Ifrit Core with no gimmicks, just throwing like a Legacy Wave Dash, and a 4. There you go, you're reprinting parts. The new parts have no gimmicks. People buy it though because they want Magma Ifrit. You could sell the set so easily, and they chose the worst possible way to do it. That's all for the all-in-one set. I'm going to probably go for now. I'll come back later on or tomorrow for the part breakdown. But just to see what we got, what the drivers are doing, you know, talk. The only other thing for the all-in-one set is if the moment is purple or not. That's like all I have to say. Next, and then aside from that, it'll just be talking about the cores and drivers from the I think it's called the Fusion DX set or something like that. So yeah, so we'll come back then and talk about it. That should be interesting. All right, I'm back. It's Thursday, a little before 1 a.m. We haven't gotten the official product images yet, and I'm recording again. Okay, next week. Next week will be the week that isn't going to be ridiculously long. Hopefully. So basically, the problem this week is, you know, we had a Nintendo Direct and Beyblade news, but now we just get even more Beyblade news. And so probably, I don't know, maybe like an hour or two after this video, we'll get the product information. Hour or two after I record now. Probably just like an hour. Then I'll do the discussion video, and I'll discuss it, and then that'll be fun. But for now, we got an announcement of sorts. So we got an announcement for a anniversary set, the V2 anniversary set. So I was wondering, like, Drasil V2, they gotta make Drasil V2, man. When are they gonna do it? Apparently, they're doing a V2 set in February. It's gonna be, you know, Dragoon V2. Apparently, the wheel disc is now painted to be black. Dronzer V2, it almost looks like they swapped out the disc. I think it was like 0 to 5, maybe? I can't tell. Need to look more. Apparently, Drigger V2's disc is also different. It is illegal instead of over. I guess it's a newer disc that works better for the combo. Also, it looks to be painted kind of like a gray color, which is interesting. But yeah, Drasil V2 looks to have 10, maybe reach. Don't know the driver yet, but still, a V2 set that, like, I was just sitting there and I checked Discord and I just looked and I saw like this anniversary set for V2 bays, and I looked for a second. I'm like, is that like a Photoshop? I thought it was a Photoshop. I was like, if this was a couple years ago, right, or even like a year ago, I would have probably been like, oh cool, V2 set. But I feel like my mind for so long has just been, you know, ever since May, it was like, okay, you know, we're getting June booster, July starter, August set, September random booster, October we're getting a, you know, another SP set type thing plus an all-in-one set, November's a double pack, December booster, and that's it. So seeing this was like, whoa, I did not expect that at all. I guess we also kind of knew about Hello Kitty as well, but yeah, this just completely caught me off guard. Kind of like the whole new core Belial thing, but that was different. You know, that's at least in a set, and it was more of a nice surprise. This was just like, what? Like, I was blindsided by it. I was kind of still thinking that maybe we'd get more because, you know, I really didn't think that they just release, you know, 3 of the 4 V2 bays and just leave Drasil V2 to die. So what's happening? I'll probably cover this in my discussion video a little bit, but it's also partially because did they renew Burst for 2023 then, if they're doing this in February? Did they renew Burst? If they're doing this in February, now it is possible they might just do some collab stuff or like B00 releases, but it just makes me wonder, like, are we actually potentially getting more DV stuff or / BU stuff for another year maybe? Or even just like a half a year? Are we getting more? It makes sense because, again, Death Scyther and Wyvern, it just seems, to me, I still think it's way too weird that they didn't release these. And that's kind of why I'm even still potentially thinking that there might be more to DV. after Lucifer in December. But it just makes me wonder, are they going to be going further with DB? Potentially. If they're doing this February release, again, they could just do B00 stuff, whatever. But for me, I don't know, it just seems, it also, if they're just doing B00 stuff, it seems weird though, because it's like, okay, you ended Burst in December, in 2023 you're just giving us some extra stuff. Why not, release some more stuff that people want? I don't know, it just seems like potentially, maybe we might be getting, at least for a couple months in 2023, maybe more bays. Even if they literally just did like, okay, January Wyvern, February would be that, Plastic Gen, or the V2 set, and then like, Death Scythe, their final release, see ya, we're done in February. Even if it's just that, that's huge. Like, that is a huge deal. And it makes me wonder, is it actually gonna be more stuff? Or is it not gonna be more stuff? Very big difference there. I'm honestly just very interested to see what happens. I don't know, it's just kind of a weird thing. Man, I was gonna call this weekly Blaze Sets and Direct. I'm not gonna titling these, but that's just what I had in mind, because, yeah. And man, the sets part of this is really, really accurate, because here's another set. That's interesting. I did not expect that. That was out of left field. I completely was just not prepared for a V2 announcement. Let me check to make sure. Okay. I was just making sure there's no part images yet. There are not. But, yeah. I guess for now it's just waiting for part images to see what happens with that. I don't really have anything else to talk about right now. I'll come back up here, I guess, and talk about the other stuff. But yeah, it was just like such a crazy thing. Like, I guess, it's not the craziest thing. They're just remake bays, but still. Oh, wait a minute. If they're doing this now, because I thought maybe they'd do like a filler in and booster, like maybe a final one in December, and that's where we get Drasil V2. And then I have to buy them all separately, which, to be honest, might actually cost less than the set. I think that the set's like $70 or $60, $70. I think 60, one converted to USD. But, if you buy that, it's going to be like 80 to 100 easily. Probably closer to 100, maybe more. But it might cost a little bit more than the buying them on their own if they did release all four on their own. But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure if it's like all the other sets, you won't have to put on stickers. That's huge. I hate stickers on Beyblade. Bottle Man I could do. Beyblade, they're too small. It's impossible for me. So if we can get that, that's actually great. I would much rather pay double the price, if I'm being completely honest. I'd rather pay twice the price to have them pre-stickered, because I hate that too much. And it have to be 4 of them. Like, that's just bad. So, that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to the V2 set. That was just completely out of left field. I was actually hoping that they'd do this kind of. It will be a lot, because it's going to be, again, like $80 to $100 probably. But, you know what? Fair. No stickers. That's great. So yeah, that's all for now. I just wanted to come say that, because it was just so crazy to me. I wish I could just record my live reaction to that. Or, if I could have just come up, I should have just come up here right away and started to record when I saw that, because it was such a crazy thing. What? So yeah. Anyway, I'll be back again next. Okay, now for real. Unless if we get the announcement of like DB Part 3 or something crazy this week. The next clip, which should be like in an hour or so, should be the last long clip. Because that'll be the core and driver information. That's what we're kind of waiting for. Also, gotta see, are we getting that purple moment dash? Or is it just gonna be like a golden moment dash and they just don't do purple? Come on, Tucker, don't be. I don't care if the bay is like gold and black. Just give it the purple driver. Just do it. That's all I gotta say. So hopefully that happens. I don't think it will, but I'm still hoping. Very interested to see what they do for the cores. I hope Hyperion and Helios have gimmicks. They better have gimmicks, or else that's gonna really suck. And they're actually gonna be kind of almost wasted, I feel like. I mean, the blades are cool, obviously, but It just feels like everything just went to the blades and nothing to the rest of the bit. We'll see what the drivers are. I'm assuming just like kind of worse Exceed and Zone. Or even if they're better than Exceed and Zone in their base forms, worse than what they would be like if you have the attachments, the dash stuff, whatever. And then yeah, cores. I also am very interested. What are they gonna do for Belial 3? My assumption for Belial 3 is I just think they're going to do burst stopper BU locks like Belial 2, kind of like the remade version. I guess you just call it Belial 2 Dash. I think it'll be that. I think they're going to do like rubber stoppers as well. I don't think it'll be metal. I think they're going to do rubber stoppers. Could be metal. I don't know, maybe. It makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to shut up because I don't want to get to the 10-minute mark on this, because then it's just making this weekly blaze even longer. This weekly blaze is already too long, man. Alright, that's it. I'll come back later. Alright, we got the part information. It's like 2 a.m. Yeah, so H gear. I actually didn't look. Does it? Is there anything else about H gear? I didn't see anything. I might have just missed it. No, wait. The Takatomi video's up. Huh. Alright then. Let's see here. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything with the H gear. That is a new part I was still wondering a bit about. Nothing that I see yet. Okay. So, it seemed kind of like, I don't know, it just seems like, I guess the plastic goes on top, metal goes on bottom. Yeah, that's all I can say for now. So, I might update this after I watch the video. I'm going to watch the video before I record the news discussion. It's not a news video, it's a discussion video, trust me, it's different. Interestingly, the blades, they made it sound like, from the translation anyway, that you could use Super and King separately in their LR. So, apparently, Super is not right-locked, King is not left-locked. The Super King thinks, I said, like, the R might be only for rights, the M might be only for lefts. They made it sound like it's just fully dual spin. So you could use Super as is with Helios, and King with Hyperion, so that's interesting if that's true. Now we have the more interesting stuff. The driver selections here. Moment Dash in the all-in-ones. It's gold. I knew it. I knew it was going to be gold. I wish it was purple. It's not purple. They did gold. Of course they did gold. Now, also, hard to say. They said that the Hyperion driver, it is called Explosion. So I was wrong. I said experience. If I looked for like 5 seconds, I think I would have realized explosion is a possibility. So it's explosion. So that makes sense. I don't know what it is exactly yet. I think it's a right rubber flat. It might be more like a rubber jaggy. That kind of sucks if it is. But I think they were getting that it was a right rubber flat. Possibly. Okay, yeah, people are saying... Let's see here. So people are saying it's more like a rubber destroy. Okay. So maybe it's a rubber destroy. I don't know. And then it's like a kind of a free spinning ring around it. So it's kind of like Exceed. But the rubber is more destroy-like, or jaggy-like, I guess. So in that case, it's literally just a rubber destroy. Okay, that's fair. Hopefully it's good. Maybe it will be. I mean, it's rubber, so hopefully. I think it has a chance. So that's neat. I was right on the Helios driver name. It is Zeal. So Zeal is... seems like a rubber sharp with a free spin ring around it. Could be good, actually. Maybe that could be decent for defense, hopefully. So that's Zeal. We also got some information on the V2 set, it looks like they're going to swap out the Dragoon V2 driver from Exceed Dash to get this, Explosion Dash. So we're getting Explosion Dash, but it's locked in the V2 set. L. That is an L. I don't know why they didn't just start with the dashes. I don't know why they didn't. But here we are, I guess they're not. Also in the V2 set, Drasil V2. It's going to have Planet Dash. Interesting. I don't know if that's a good interesting, but interesting. It probably won't be good. It's just something. I guess we're finally getting a Planet Dash. Sure, why not? Not like they're going to do Zeus anyway. So that's that. That's the driver selection. Not bad. The only annoying thing is I wish they would have just started with Explosion and maybe Zeal. I don't know. Definitely Explosion should have been Dash from the start. Maybe Zeal. But I guess we're getting Explosion Dash at least. At least we're getting it, I guess. But still. Planet Dash. Why not? Moment Dash. Why is it not purple? Anyway. Cores. Oh boy. This is bad. So the cores are just straight up horrendous. In terms of gimmicks. So, Hyperion and Helios, I said they better have something. They don't. They're just teeth with 2 BU locks each. There's nothing else. It's just the teeth and the BU locks. There's nothing else with these 2 cores. So basically, they're just nothing to really compare them to. They just have BU locks. They just have the 2 sets of them. They're basically just Achilles then, because Achilles is LR with the 2 BU locks, but locked to a spin direction. So maybe the clicks will be better. I don't know, but it's effectively just like a half Achilles, I guess. Yeah. And what I think is just the biggest question mark of all is Belial 3. At the very least, they did not get rid of the burst stopper or anything stupid like that. So the teeth seem about the same. They said like the 3 strong locks, whatever. Same as Belial 1, same as Belial 2 probably. Also the 1 BU lock, just like the upgraded, Belial 2 had, which I kind of refer to as Belial 2 Dash. And there's the burst stopper. So it's basically, everything like that is basically what we saw with Belial 2, the BU version. Again, the Belial 2 Dash, as I call it. So what did they add? Nothing. Belial 3 is literally just Belial 2 Dash with a new face, effectively. That's it. There is no difference between the 2 mechanically, it seems. It has a different face design, but nothing else. Belial 3 is literally just Belial 2, it seems. Okay. The thing is, why even bother making it at this point? Like, there is no reason, 0 reason to make it. If it's, like, you got us all hyped up for a new driver, it's not even new. It's just Belial 2 with a redesign. Why is this Belial 3? Why is this split up from Divine? Here's the thing. If you did this from the start with Divine and it was just the burst stopper and then the BU lock, fair enough. But the fact that you made the Belial 2, added in the BU lock onto the mold, and then you're doing Belial 3 now, where it just takes that and just redesigns the top part a little bit, but it's the same functionally. What's the point? Like, I guess Belial 3 looks better than Belial 2. I guess that's the point. But, like, man, it's just baffling. Again, you cannot predict Takara Tomy. I need to stop predicting them. Because I say, there's no way they'll make Belial 3. They just make Belial 3 anyway. And I'm like, okay, Belial 3. So probably have the burst stopper still, teeth probably around the same, BU locks, then maybe something else, metal, maybe rubber stoppers. Who knows what they'll add? They don't add anything. It's just Belial 2. I swear, like, you could just add on, like, the Giga Chad meme to Takara Tomy, because they just do what they want, man. They don't care. They just, Belial 3. Well, why are we you're getting Belial 3? Well, what are you adding? Nothing. It's Belial 2, the BU version. But then why is it Belial 3? It just is. That's just kind of, I guess, like, sure. Fair enough. Whatever. You can't argue with that. So, the cores are pretty piss poor to say the least. I think that they are just bad overall. They're not interesting. Who cares? Again, it's just Hyperion and Helios are literally just, again, locked to one spinning direction. Just versions of Achilles, basically. That's all they are. And Belial 3 is just Belial 2. Drivers, interesting enough. Do I care? I don't even know, man. I think I'm just gonna wait to make the news video tomorrow, honestly. I just need a day to just... I don't have to upload it tonight. Yeah, we're good. So I'm not gonna upload the video tonight. I don't have to, which is nice, because I had the one video scheduled for the 14th. I said this would be the 16th. I guess I could do it today if I wanted to, but I wasn't planning on editing it anyways, but I'll just do it tomorrow, give myself a nice fresh start, let myself just deal with that then. I just also want to get some time to maybe get some of the information correct as well. So I'll probably record a little bit of weekly videos tomorrow then. Maybe, if I was wrong. If I'm not wrong, then this might be the last long clip. The next clip might just be ending the video. But yeah. So, Belial 3 is Belial 2. That is hilarious, honestly. Why are they trolling us? I swear, BU has just been the biggest troll. Alright guys, BU, just August, September, you're getting 2 brand new LR cars. What are they? You thought you were getting Diablos? Nope. We're making Achilles dual spin. That's the first one. So what's second? Hello Kitty. There you go. So anyway, that's that. For now, I guess I could just say, as a quick update, I have ordered Hello Kitty and the, I think it's called, it's the Ultimate Fusion DX set, I think. Probably. Something like that. So that's pre-ordered now. That'll hopefully get here within the week that it comes out, which is the 8th. Probably all at once it's the 22nd, by the way. I'm not ordering that now. I'm getting that for Christmas. I'm not buying that myself. I don't care enough to. And there's no new bays in there, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that, and then also Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty says it's coming out the 17th, which is... I believe that's this Saturday, right? Yeah, that is this Saturday. Hopefully next week, then. Hopefully I get the Hello Kitty Bay next week. That'd be cool. That won't be up probably till probably October, because of how I have stuff scheduled. Yeah, probably not till October. Okay. So, maybe October 2nd or the 4th, I don't know. Then after that, I should probably have up the God ranking video, and that'll be kind of into early October at that point. Okay, nice. So, there you go. I was kind of playing chicken with buying Hello Kitty, but I figured I actually got a pretty nice deal. I'm not going to say what I got it for, but I could say what I got it for. I got a nice deal on the DX set. So basically, I bought that and Hello Kitty for about $95 total, which is a lot. That's a lot of money. But here's the thing: a lot of people are selling the DX set for $85 plus. $85 was a decent price that I saw for it for the pre-orders. Hello Kitty, most people are above $30, so it's $20 minimum less than what everyone else is buying it for. So I'll take both of them together for that much. I effectively got Hello Kitty for $10 if you want to look at it that way, which, yeah, I'll look at it that way. Or I guess I look at it as I got it for $20 and I got the SP set for $75 or something like that. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, I'll take it. So, nice. Glad to finally have that stuff ordered, dealt with. I have Win Tonight on the way. I don't know where the hell my Win Tonight is. There has not been an update in a couple days now, which is unfortunate. Hopefully, one of these days, I hope that it just... Well, it could appear for once, but, hopefully it just kind of gives me, a update randomly at some point soon. And it's oh, by the way, it's, in the U.S. now. Once it's in the U.S., it's, should be here pretty soon. I was hoping for it this week. Maybe not this week, I guess, but hoping next week. I hope. I kind of wanted to do it before my birthday, if I'm being honest, but... the 20th, but... Yeah, I don't know if that'll happen. We'll see. If it's not the 20th... If I get the 21st, I will do the video first, then. I'll do my birthday video. If it's on the 21st, I'll just save it, show it with that stuff, bring it up the 22nd then, and then the birthday stuff will be the 24th, 26th, 28th, and 30th. Also, I decided to move some stuff around with that. I'm going to unbox the Devil Blade first. I want my first Devil Blade to be the original one. Then I'll do the random booster stuff. Then the Bakugan Stadium. And then lastly is the JoJo thing. And then, again, Wind Knight if I have not done it yet. And then after all of that's done, then Hello Kitty, then probably the God ranking video. And by that point, it should be pretty close till the Fusion set comes out. I just recorded almost 15 more minutes. God damn it. Okay. Next week will be the week. I swear it'll be the week we get under an hour finally. So yeah, that's all for now. Hopefully I could shut up for like most of this week then. Okay, that's that. Alright, it is now Thursday around 6 p.m. This should be the last clip in the video. At least long clip. Not long, but like clip that's not like 2 seconds. So the videos come out. Still really nothing about H-Gear. Apparently it's a burst stopper. That's interesting. So far Belial 3 seems like Belial 2. So Explosion is R2F. I don't know what people are talking about saying it's Destroy. It's R2F. It is kind of like Destroy, but the pattern is clearly different. It's angled like R2F, not Destroy. I don't know why Destroy is a bigger comparison. I guess maybe because it's like the free spin ring, but I don't know. Zeal seems like a mix between Rubber Sharp and Rubber Defense Flat. The outer piece is also free spinning, so there's that. And Super and King. They have a ton of different mixtures. You could have Super MR, of course, the base one, or if you get 2 of them, you could do Super M or Super R. King MR, also if you have 2 of them, King M, or King R. Fusions, you could do anything Super King M, Super King R, and then you can do Super King MR. There's 2 variants of that, so that's pretty wild. Aside from that, there is... Oh no, that's it for the set, I think. The launcher, I think, is just a recolor of the previous ones, yeah. A little bit of updates there. Pretty cool. Explosion looks cool, yeah. Anyway. Nothing for the all-in-one set, that's that still. And the last thing, though, is the anniversary set. We did get the confirmation on the parts. So, Dragoon V2 Wheel Explosion Dash. Layers the same. The wheel disc is now painted black, which is cool. But they swapped out Exceed Dash for Explosion Dash. Kinda sucks they're locking this in a set that's honestly kinda stupid in my opinion. But at the same time, I'm not too mad about it. I guess I'd rather have Explosion Dash than not, but like, why are you locking it? Like, I don't know, it just kind of bothers me. Like, why would you make it, like, you're just like kind of planning to make Explosion worse already. It's not even out yet, but you already have the confirmation of Explosion Dash. It's just a little stupid. Why not just make them dash from the start? You could have just made Zeal dash too, honestly. Just make them dash from the start, honestly. It just kind of bothers me a little bit. Dronzer V2 is the one that is just the same. So Dronzer V2 Zero Cross Reboot Dash, that's that. Another one that's updated is Drigger V2, so it's Drigger V2 Illegal Wedge Dash. Layer and driver are the same. Same, great SP parts, which is nice. They did update the disc to be illegal instead of over. I guess it works better, but also it's painted to look more like the plastic, which is interesting. Also, full combo for Dracil V2 is Dracil V2 10-turn Planet Dash. Planet Dash, sure. 10-turn, So there you go. That's everything. This Weekly Blaze is already getting ridiculously long at this point. I might actually cut out part of this Weekly Blaze. There was a part where I talked about like why it was going to be for like 10 minutes. I might just cut that out, honestly. I feel like I was repeating myself a little bit too much, and it was kind of stupid, so I think I'm just gonna call it, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if I'll cut that or not. I have to see how long this Weekly Blaze is already. I might. I need more space to record the discussion video, because I have like 2 minutes left on this camera, and I think the only video aside from this Weekly Blaze that's on this camera right now is the ranking video. That's an issue. Okay. Anyway, that's all for now. So yeah. I'm actually just going to end this Weekly Blaze now. I do not want to record more. This needs to stop for the week. If I just won't record it all tomorrow. If I want to record Saturday, I could just wait till after midnight, record Sunday. It's fine. I could shut up for a day. So yeah. Next week should not be ridiculously long like this week has been. But yeah, I just need to end this here before this becomes more of an issue. So anyways, that's all for this video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.